emotional matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Horned Frogs will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They'll give it to him again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And his throw is incomplete.
My old coach always used to say, don't turn a bad play into a catastrophe. He got flushed outside the pocket. Listen, it's okay. You can throw an incompletion. Don't create a turnover. Don't try to force it. At least the quarterback took care of the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Brown wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Right down the middle. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. He's looking to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting the drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
Fires to the big fella. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. And some room to work. Breaks into the open. They get him out of bounds at the 32, but that is what you want out of this running game.
I'll tell you what, when the ball's tossed on the perimeter really quickly, you got to take really good angles. Or I'm a safety and I'm spinning down. I'm trying to catch that guy. He's got so much space out there now. I don't have a lot of help from my defensive tackles or my defensive ends. Those are tough spots to be in. You could tell the running back won that battle, got a bunch of yards. Nice positive play for this offense.
Got his man. Running through contact. Touchdown, TCU! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. He's got the back in the middle. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Buying some time. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Brown will throw it. Makes the grab over the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Dances away. Going to try to get it himself. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
That's how you earn your first down the hard way. Really good job by the QB dropping back to pass, scrambling, getting the first down, but taking a big shot at the end.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this.
Touchdown, Bulldog! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. How in the world did he miss that? We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Notre Dame is trailing right now, but they are not out of this. I remember Rocket Ismail wake up the Echoes all by himself. Let's see if this group can come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisville. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Can't get him to the ground. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Toss to the outside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Hauls it in. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the side.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. The Horned Frogs will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Wilkins. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's
looking for a deep man. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a second and long. Brown wants to pass. This one's complete. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42.
Here we go. Sack.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Brown will throw it. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete to the right. And they get him down.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Complete to the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. They go right back to it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. This is soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Brown wants to pass. Bring in the heat. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond. Oh, there's an alley on the left. Find some fresh air. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, TCU!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Wilkins. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Reads it, fires complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
He'll take it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Iowa State is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there in Ames, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 14 to Texas Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to let it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Brown will throw it. Got his man downfield. Open field on the right. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? From the red zone, looking for a space. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
Yeah, the receivers got to do a better job in ball security there with all those defenders trying to rip it free, and this offense is lucky they were able to jump on it and keep possession.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw on 3rd. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Looking to move the chains, Mississippi State lines up on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quickly to the tight end. You better be aware that stiff arm's coming. He gave him the business end of it and gets it out to the 14. And the Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strike.
Intercepted. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
Brown wants to pass. He makes the grab for the 2 and ties the game.
And how about the cherry on the sundae? The big INT return for a touchdown and now throw on the two-point conversion. Give this team 8.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Give to the running back. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. He lets one fly deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The inside handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Brown will throw it. Quarterback now breaking the field. Firing to the right, complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here comes the heat. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
TCU 28.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Those 2 first have turnovers really damaging and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here at the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
And the Horned Frogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
The Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Finding an escape route. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Wide open downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Defense just can't cover this guy. We've seen it all game long, whether it's man coverage, zone coverage, double coverage. They cannot find an answer for him. He's already got over 150 yards.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Iowa State is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there in Ames, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 28 to Texas Tech. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
Quick release by the QB. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Brown wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. There he goes. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the Horned Frogs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Dances away to buy time. He's got it on the move. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
The lead with the 6.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Wilkins. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Complete to the left.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Brown will throw it. Makes the catch. It's Sawyer. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Leaves it with the running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to bully their way for the first. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
22, water.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. To the air on first down. Lofts one high and deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Finds a seam. Touchdown, TCU. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Brown wants to pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Mississippi State going up tempo.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on second down. Got to do a better job.
The play action fake. Finds his big tight end. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And that was one of those gotta have it. I mean, it's a fourth quarter, fourth down. We got to get some points. Palmer, they needed that one.
Yeah, all routes have to be run at the right depth, and the ball's got to come out at the right time. Nice job there by the quarterback, working through his progression, finding the open man, and keeping this drive alive.
Of course, it was the quarterback. I thought it was the receiver, but whatever.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Brown will throw it. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
6 remains.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal, but instead, they...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Boston College stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Chestnut Hill. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is heading. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. At the 45, on his way. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Now on first and 10 from the 35. Got him downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilkins. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Looking to buy time. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field. He's taking the shot. He's got it down the right side. Open spaces. Touchdown, Mississippi State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Lining up for the point after and the lead. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Pulls it in. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They'll give it to the back. He breaks the tackle. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And this offense has got to get something, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy, so we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on third down. It's 56 yards out from here. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
He lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
Brown wants to pass. Quickly complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The sticks for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on first down. Breaks the tackle. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get